So it's being live streamed. I hope you can hear me okay. Let me see. Speaker, microphone. I'm going to use the better microphone. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'd like to invite you to center yourself into your body and your awareness. So as always, when we step into a midday meditation where it's just the day's been going, what you want to do is have an anchor. So I always use this acronym ABC. So A, awareness, attention, B, body. Sink into a space, right? Center it into a part of your body. So whether it's your heart, or maybe a little bit deeper, it's your navel point, or maybe even deeper is your pelvis. Imagine this plate that sits in the diaphragm. We have a few diaphragms in our body. There's the throat diaphragm. There's this muscle group that doesn't work up and down like the back muscle, but it actually works in a cross section. So imagine that you're focusing on this cross section of muscle that are not just your diaphragm, which holds your lung up and down, but down all the way. Imagine just dropping that attention down to the pelvis, where that area that holds like a plate, where your rectal muscles are, where your pelvic muscles are, where your muscles for sex organs or urinary. So just kind of take a moment and feel those areas. And if it helps you, even squeeze those areas a little bit as if you're holding in those muscles and gently release them. So now I invite you to drop your attention down to your belly, down to the diaphragm of the pelvic diaphragm, and take a moment and breathe. Take a moment and enjoy that breath, breathing in and out. So as you bring that awareness to your body, your awareness to your breath, begin to imagine releasing any tension or releasing any attachment or obligations or needing to be on top of everything, feeling towards other things, and simply just begin to shed them as you focus. Imagine a light, right? A funnel, just funneling the light and shining it deeper into your center of your belly and center of your pelvis. And breathe. Use the breath. Fuse the breath into those areas. Each time you breathe in, just invite more of that centering focus into the center of your body. And as you breathe out, release any tension, release any sense of emotions that you want to let go of for the moment, or any distraction or any discomfort. Give yourself permission to allow for focusing more lightness, more steadiness and stillness into the center of your being. And breathe. And as always, I want you to take a moment and center yourself by asking yourself, what is it that you'd like to feel more of at the end of today's session? Since you're investing this intention, this time, this being right now in this space, how would you like to feel more of in your body? How would you like to feel more in your mental energy or your cognitive being? What do you want to activate in yourself? What potential you want to feel more of? So center into that for a moment. And keep breathing. Keep your eyes closed. Allow for the eyes to relax for a moment from the stimulation from the light and all those external information that you collect through your eyes by resting your eyes, resting the muscles around the eyes. And at that same time, pay attention to your face and notice any tension there. Allow for any tension to release in your jaw, release in your facial muscle, your lower lips, your lower chin, your neck. And keep breathing and observe each breath, how your body expands and how your body contracts. And if there's any distraction or tension that draws you away, or judgment or voices, right? We always have that voice that wants to talk to us, tell us what it thinks during these times. Simply acknowledge it, appreciate it, thank it, thank that voice. And then gently tie it back down, anchor in with your breath. It's like pressing the button. When you press the button of taking these deep breaths, you're stretching this vagus nerve, right? And you're reminding your body the simple mechanism of stretching that nerve turns on your fight or flight opposite, which is the relax and digest. It turns on the parasympathetic nervous system. So keep steadying yourself to that stillness through the stretching of the vagus nerve. A lot of times we are caught up with worries, we're caught up with the future, caught up with what might be and how we might not show up enough, right? There's just these worries and anxiety. And then there's these evidence we collect and remember that makes us remind us that we're not enough. What I want you to do today is simply focus on the possibility that what if it all works out? What if it all works out? How would it feel if it all works out? How would your body breathe? How would your body move and hold itself in this current space? What would be freed up from your brain? What space would be freed up from your brain if all is going to work out in everything around your life, around your health? Take a moment and visualize that possibility and the feeling in your body, the emotions, the physical symptoms of your body. How would it feel if it's the symptom of what if all works out, right? The opposite of anxiety. That's the best antidote, right? The best antidote for stress is taking deep diaphragm breaths. And the antidote for anxious thoughts is to remind yourself that possibility exists outside of the certainty of something going bad. Is what if something just works out? What if it all works out? So I want you to go deeper into experiencing what that would look like in your body and feel it completely. And I invite you, as always, to do a gentle body scan. Scan from the top of your head. And just take a moment, notice any sensations in your head, your forehead, your eyebrows, your temple, your ears. And just notice them. You don't have to fixate on them. Just be very, like a light brush. Imagine your attention in this light paintbrush that just softly brushes over these areas, the skin for any temperature changes, muscle tension, and just notice them. And now bring that brush of awareness to your nose, your chin, your lips, your tongue, your inner mouth, your throat. Swallow a little bit of saliva and see how it feels. And bring that awareness as you breathe in through your nose. When that air enters, what does it feel like? Always bring curiosity. Always bring curiosity and gentleness in this exercise. Because you're looking for the surprise, right? You're looking for something that is pleasantly surprising, that brings you out of the sense of what you think you know in the future and the past. So that possibility of awareness of something delightful, something delicious. So now bring your awareness down to your chest area, your shoulders, and breathe. Keep breathing. Now bring your awareness and gently scan them down your shoulders, scan them down your elbow and your wrist and your hands, every single joint. You might be all day focused on something else, but to right now, scan it to these fingers and fingertips, and even the details of your nails, the nails, tip of your nails, the space between your fingers, the pads of your thumb. Become aware of all of those skin and muscles and postures. We have so many nerve endings in our hands, so we can feel so much. Take a moment and give the opportunity to be aware of all of them. Now bring your awareness to the front of your body, maybe starting with the upper chest, starting with both sides of your chest, the sternum, which is at the center of that bone where the ribs meet in the middle. And scan down to the belly button and scan down to your pelvis. Take a moment and feel the inner organs, feel the belly inside, see if there's rumbling, see if there's tension that you've held there. And when you move it, see if there's symmetric or non-symmetric movements in the front of your belly. Now bring your awareness to your back from the top and scan down each vertebra one at a time, down to the base of your sacrum. And feel the back as it breathes, as it brings air in and release air out. What does it feel like? Is there an area that's stuck? Is there an area that's frozen? Or is there an area that feels it needs more of that encouragement of air entering and creating movement? Listen to the sound of your breath. And now feel the whole trunk of your body. Feel the life inside of you. Use your breath as it goes in and out to communicate with all the different organs and different parts of your body to react back to the sensories that you're receiving, right? That tension or the sensories of the temperature or the hair. Now bring your awareness down to your legs. Feel how your weight is on the chair or the bed. Bring your awareness to your knees, your calves, the base of your feet. And feel your feet on the ground if it's in that position right now. Feel the front of your sole and the base of your heels. Take a moment and soften all the muscles in your legs and see if there's any more tension remaining. Allow for that to be released and continue to scan again. Notice the toes, the space between the toes. Now I want you to bring your awareness to the center of your heart, to where your chest area is. You might even want to put your hand over there And take a moment and just breathe in and out through your heart, as if the lungs, as if there's its own passageway that allows air to directly enter and fuel your heart. It's okay to allow for tension to build up or any distraction to happen. It's natural for us to process stress. And now I want you to bring a sense of steadiness, a sense of appreciation in that heart area. It could be a person or a place or an experience that brings you to feel a genuine appreciation, a heartfelt sense of appreciation. It could be towards somebody, or maybe even look about yourself. What's something that your heart feels absolutely appreciating yourself right now? Stay in that place with your heart. Stay with that sensation and be still with it. And try to follow the stillness that invites, whether it's by thinking the image of what you appreciate, the sound, or just get drawn more and more into the depth of this appreciation that you have. Breathe. And hold still there. What I want you to practice today is become appreciative and stay with that appreciation. It's like when you're on the radio and you're dialing it just to the right tune. You want to align to that feeling that clearly comes in as that sense of appreciation that feels genuine, feels heartfelt, feels authentic. Or simply follow the word. Use the word ease or peace that allows you to stay in this state. We're creating heart coherence right now, a state where your heart is centered around a feeling of appreciation, but it's correlated with creating the best communication with your brain and the other bodies, all the hormones, and creating a sense of coherence. Where everything falls in place and makes sense and works synergistically well. So you don't have to do any work, but simply tap into that gentle appreciation. So keep building into that. Keep breathing. Within us, there's the DNA that already knows how to form this full body before we even form, when we're in little cells. There's this wisdom already within us in every cell that knows exactly what this form would turn into. Just like how an acorn has the DNA imprint of an oak tree before it's planted, before it turns into the oak tree. So simply tapping into this coherence, I'm inviting you to tap into that blueprint, that perfect blueprint that regenerates. We have this technology, we can say it through osteopathic medicine, right? There's still points. There's these homeostatic points that are found when your body's in that stillness. It's regenerative. So stay with that level of stillness, or invite a stillness. And when you're ready, once again, invite yourself back to those words, the intentions that you've set today for the feeling you'd like to have for the rest of the day, right? What are those few words that you wish to feel more of? What's the intention? What's the wish? What's the hope? So tap into that. Remember those words. Repeat them in your mind. And when you're ready, you can release your hand down. You can stretch your hands up if you want, if that feels good. Open your eyes, shake your hands. So I'll leave you with this quote, which is kind of a little bit what I like to. It's the great oak tree that sleeps within the acorn became aroused throughout the whole acorn before the tree could develop. So remember the part about how we can shift our mindset towards the future and create a more positive outcome or positive agency, or feeling more present. Sometimes could be asking ourselves the question, what if everything works out? What if everything's going to turn out perfect? All right, so that's it for today. I hope this was helpful for you. I will see you again next week, and lots of blessings and love and peace to you, and may there be ease and centeredness for the rest of the day and the rest of the week for you. All right, have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.